Hello, welcome back to the Crafty Organizer. I'm Noreen Burke, a professional organizer, and on this channel I love bringing you ideas to get organized and declutter. I love bringing the occasional upcycle and DIY project as well as anything that's crafty. You have always responded very positively to the life hacks videos. You guys seem to love them. I've done 3 previously. The first one was just life hacks, and then I did a follow-up with number 2, number 3. So we're going to call this one number 4. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and start in the kitchen with some great tips and tricks. One of the first one being, if you don't have counter space, use a command strip to hang your bananas underneath a cabinet. I love this idea. Now, something I do want to say is if you don't know how to use a command strip, there's a trick to it. You need to let it sit for several hours before putting any weight on it, and this will absolutely increase the effectiveness of it. If you find that you put up a command strip and it falls right away, it's because it didn't get to cure and set before using it. Now, you know I'm not a cook, but I have made bacon in my life, and every time I get splattered with hot bacon grease. Get a Dollar Tree pizza pan and attach a small heat-friendly drawer pull like a wooden one, and you will have the perfect splatter guard for your pans. I think this one is genius, and I've seen splatter guards for much more than what you would get for $1 for a pizza pan. So this next tip was actually what made me want to do a number 4. We eat microwave popcorn all of the time, and we always get a bag that has a ton of kernels at the end. Open up your bag after it's popped just a little bit so that you can shake out the unpopped kernels. I hate having all those kernels at the bottom of my bag or when I dump it into a bowl, so I thought this one was super smart. Now, I think this one is a great idea, but I haven't tried it yet. We do buy hamburger in bulk, and I do try and make them into patties or into Ziploc baggies so that when I cook, I can just pull out the correct portion of what I need. A peanut butter jar lid apparently makes the perfect quarter-pound patties, and I can't wait to try this one. So if you've already tried this and you know it works, please leave me a comment below because I think it's super, super smart. This one I had to say, I don't know, but if you've tried this one, also let me know in the comments below. It looks smart, and if it does work for you, this would give you a chance to purge some smaller pans that maybe you don't need anymore. You could definitely consolidate, but I worry about things seeping under the foil, but I guess if you're making it with lasagna or, I don't know, I guess it would work, but brownie batter I think would just slide right underneath, but I'm anxious to see what you guys think about this one. Now, I had a video about how to add shelves to cabinets like this without having to drill holes. However, if you just need a tiny bit more space and you don't want to add shelves in, I love this idea of using the tension bar in the back for those smaller jars that always seem to get lost. Moving from the kitchen. Okay, I wish I had known this hack when my kids were little. If my kids saw that I had that little medicine cup in my hand, they would run and hide. But first of all, look at this sweet little face. I found this on Pinterest. But what a smart mom to put it inside of a sippy cup. Now, I have dealt with carpal tunnel before, so if you find you're spending a lot of time on a keyboard, this Dollar Tree pool noodle can help take the pressure off, and it'll save you some cash. Okay, don't laugh at me, but I had to try this one. It's a cute suggestion, and I do like it. It worked because it did collect the debris, but then I bumped the Post-it note, and the stuff that landed in the Post-it note went all over the floor anyway. So I think this is a great idea, and if you're making a lot of holes, it will certainly save you on the cleanup. Now, if you have ever had to walk back to a cord because you pulled it and it came undone, this simple trick will save you so much time and frustration. This used to happen to me all of the time when I had a weed whacker, so I'm really happy to find this one, and I promise it'll be in my tricks pocket the next time I do yard work. I had seen this one before, and I meant to do a video because I saw something similar for wrapping presents, but I absolutely love this idea for sealing cardboard boxes. You just lay a thin piece of twine along the box seam before sealing it with shipping tape. Leave about an inch of twine uncovered so that you have an easy pull and you can open the box in the future without needing scissors or a knife. This one is so cute and it's been on our list for a little while, but this is on our to-do list as a family. We're all going to custom paint our house keys, and I think this is such a fun and easy way to easily identify the house key. This will be a great family time thing together, and it'll be a useful thing. I had a client who did this in her bathroom. She had an interesting space. It was a small bathroom, but she kind of had an alcove, and she put a chest of drawers in there, and in the top drawer she had a power strip plugged in, and this is where she kept her curling iron, her hair dryer. She used it to charge her phone in the morning while she got ready, and then she could close the drawer and all of those things were off the counter, out of the way. It looked neat and tidy, and I thought it was just brilliant. This next trick I have done multiple times on sweaters, and it works like a charm. If you have a fabric that keeps pilling up with those little tiny fur balls, pull out a razor and shave them right off. I kid you not, this works like a charm. If you've ever found yourself in need of an extra set of hands when sweeping, especially when it's glass, use tape to secure your dustpan. This keeps it in place and it eliminates that annoying seam between the ground and the dustpan. I don't know why my eyes are getting worse and worse. I swear every year I feel like my eyes are aging a whole decade. But if you've ever had a hard time seeing those safety arrows, use a Sharpie to highlight them and you won't struggle anymore. My family has been doing this trick for a while. Keep an emergency $20 bill in your phone case. I cannot tell you how many times this has saved us when we've gone someplace and we realize that they don't take debit cards or an ATM is broken. It's just good to have that emergency money, and let's face it, we almost always have our phones with us. This next one isn't necessarily a trick, but it is an app that I love. Google Keep is used for me to keep on top of my to-do list, the projects I want to do, wish lists. Basically, if I have an idea, it's like creating a Post-it note, except it's completely organized. And what I love about it is I can use it on my phone and it syncs on my computer. I would be lost without this app. Leave me a comment below if you'd like a tutorial on it, because I really do think that this is such an incredible time saver. If you find you have a lot of patterns lying around, a great way to organize them, use those sheet protectors that you have from organizing your embellishments. And this allows you to break things down by category. You can have separate notebooks for different patterns that you have. I love this idea to keep them organized and out of boxes. Moving into the car, as you know, we have Domino, and he sheds like crazy. This was a trick we had learned a long time ago. Lightly mist the seats so they're just a little bit damp, and while you're at it, you could add some sort of essential oil to refreshen the scent, but then use a squeegee. I've also used a rubber glove, and you can drag it along the seats, and the combination of the damp fabric and the rubber, it works like a charm to get all of that dog hair off. This also works great on your couch. I like the idea of this in practicality. I don't know if I like the look of it, but if you do have those essential oils out, you can create a DIY air freshener. I think I'm going to try this, but I'm probably going to use the mini clothespins so that it's not such an eyesore. Now I'm super excited to share this next one because it's a viewer tip. Kathleen O'Donoghue had seen my gutter video, and she made a comment about how she always keeps a hacksaw with blades, gloves, bungee cords, measuring tapes, permanent markers. She basically has a mini toolkit that she keeps in her car, and she does this because when she goes yard sailing or to estate sales, she has what she needs for those items. And oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know how I didn't think of this before, because you know me, I am thrift shopping all of the time, and I have never been afraid of pulling over to the curb and grabbing something on the side of the road. So Kathleen, thank you so much for sharing this tip. Isn't it amazing that we can still have so many ideas floating out there in the universe? I really did get a kick out of some of these. I think the popcorn one was the most surprising to me, and I went, Oh my gosh, why haven't I thought of that before? Leave me a comment below. Let me know which one was new to you and share yours with me. I plan on introducing a segment soon for viewer tips because you are such a wealth of information and I would love to share some of the tips that you have with our other viewers. I want to say thank you to my Patreons who have made these videos possible, and please make sure you're subscribed because I have my next viewer makeover coming out, I think this Friday, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in just a few days. Bye!